How's it going, guys? Adam Mangiavani back here with another OnlineBookClub.org video, and it's actually the weekend because there was a video I wanted to film Thursday night. My camera was malfunctioning, but I'm here on the weekend, so better late than never. Now, as you guys know, I love the aesthetics of books. I love book covers, I love bookshelves, bookstores. I like how pretty everything looks. I thought I would go on Pinterest, you know, typical Sunday for me, going on Pinterest, finding some really cool and interesting bookshelves and rating them. So I present to you the Bookshelf Challenge episode 1. So I pulled a bunch of images of bookshelves on my phone and I'm just gonna rate them. Pretty simple. Let's jump right into it. I'm gonna put them on the screen right here. Okay, so for this one, I think what stands out to me the most is the colors. And also the fact that they're not books you normally see. I feel like when you look at someone's bookshelves, you're gonna recognize one of the books. I don't recognize any of these books. It looks like they're all kind of like special limited edition collector's items, and they're either that or they're classics. So this is probably one of my favorite bookshelves that I pulled in this whole little expedition here. So I'm gonna go with a 9 out of 10. This is one of my favorites. Next up is this interesting slanted shelf. Now, I like this one, but I don't think it has enough room for me. I think I like more books than just about 15 or whatever's on this little shelf over here. So I'm gonna go with 6.3 out of 10. It's still a bookshelf, it's still nice, not my favorite. Now, this kind of gives me anxiety just looking at it. It's, it's a little intense, but it's really creative. And it's a new way of showcasing books. I just hope they don't get, like, the pages don't get ruined somehow. My anxiety's going crazy when I'm looking at this one. So I'm gonna say 7.1. I like it, but it's not my absolute favorite. Now, this is creative. The only thing is I don't think there's much room for books here. Like, it seems like there's not enough space to kind of fit more than maybe 30. But it's really cool. I feel like if you had that in your house, people would be impressed. I know I would be. So I'm gonna go 8.2. Now, this one's more for music lovers. For me, I do love music, but it's not my passion. It's not like I play music. So it's still really cool. Once again, there's not a lot of room on here. But if you do this, this is extremely creative, so I'm gonna say 7.5. So music lovers, bookshelf for you. The one thing I like about this little book area is that the shelves are very different. They're like little cubby holes, which is pretty cool. But I love the couch. I like anywhere that kind of gives you a reading space. So you not only can take the books and look at the books, but you can pull it off and read. So I'm gonna say 7.6 for this one. The couch doesn't look too comfy, but it's still a couch. I don't like how they set up the books. Like, I don't like the colors of the books. It doesn't really pop for me, but I really love this setup that it's kind of like a workspace, and it looks like a really comfy couch. And the bookshelf is just kind of old-fashioned, and there's tons and tons of different shelves. So I feel like the more shelves, the better. The more room you have for books, the better. So I'm also gonna rate this pretty high. I'm gonna say 7.9 for this one. Almost an 8, but not quite there. Now the last one, I think I actually saved maybe my favorite for last. I think this is so awesome how it has like a space in the wall for the 2 chairs. And this little table you could put like coffee on in the middle, and then the books kind of go over you and around you. I think being surrounded by books is one of the coolest things ever. And I like how it's really tall. I know that sounds kind of silly, but I like how it's really tall to the ceiling, so you gotta have to maybe use like a ladder to get there. I would be really impressed if I walked into someone's house and I saw this, and that's how I'm kind of rating these things. If I walked in your house, you had this bookshelf, what would I do? I'd freak out if that was in your house. I'd be so excited and overwhelmed with joy. So that is a 9.3. That's the highest one for this first edition. I would love if you guys could let me know what you thought of these bookshelves. Which one of the ones I showed was your favorite? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and as always, from OnlineBookClub.org, I'm Adam Mangiavani, and I will see you next Thursday.